Hey, welcome to this episode of Get Therapy. I'm Michael. I share my knowledge of musical gear solutions which are cheaper and better, in my opinion. Last week, I released my first plugin, AASamplePlayer, and seems like lots of people loving it, which I really appreciate. But I also got some comments here and there saying that this plugin might seem too simple. Why would anyone use this one instead of their stock one in the DAW? So this time, I want to share you why I would use simple tools like this one to create music. Let's go. By the way, if you missed it, it's a super efficient sample player plugin, free for both Mac and PC, 99 cents for iOS, link in description. So what is a plugin? It's a tool to achieve your goal while making music. And when I make music, I always ask myself, what am I aiming for? What is the goal? Why I like this sound and why I don't? And this specific phase of music making usually would be called sound design. But design for what? For me, I separate my goals on sound design into these specific directions. Do I need a sudden change to hint listener that something important is happening? Or do I need a sustained sound to fill in the frequency gap for overall richness? Or do I need a sound which is secretly creeping in while everything else is going on? And then eventually it got recognized by the listener for some extra excitement? Everything I do, no matter if it is turning a knob, changing a parameter, or switching samples, everything oriented back to the goal I want to achieve or the problem I want to solve. And when you want to solve a problem, you only need one solution. Anything more than one will be overwhelming. Say, if you want a sustained sound, but don't want it to be too distractive, which means you want it to creeping in and out, that will be translated into avoiding any sudden changes on the sound, especially the volume or loudness. And you got quite a few options just to achieve this. First method, you can just use a pre-designed pad sound, which will just fit your need. Second method, you can always turn up the attack and the release to achieve this, and then the sound will be sounding like it is creeping in and out. And the third method, you can turn on reverb and play with attack and release time. And usually this will sound more Revolution 9-ish, if you know what I'm saying. Number 9, number 9, number 9. It's just playing a lot of stops in reverb at the same time. And the fourth method, you can even achieve this with a starting point. You might ask, start point knob, really? Well, let me give you a hint on how an instrument works. So when you are plucking your string, this one note we are hearing among these few seconds actually contains of two parts of sounds. The first part is the pluck noise. And the second part is the sustained sound, which also separates into fundamental tone and the harmonic tones, which is another topic. So with the start point knob, you can filter out the pluck noise of a plucky string and only play with those tonal sustained sounds. And this is a really convenient way to test out an instrument sample. It will work on instruments which is played by strike, like a piano or a guitar. And as you can see, just for this one purpose, you already have 4 solutions, which can be already overwhelming. If you can achieve a goal in one way, then any other solution will be the noise information for you. And making music is all about solving problems and getting further step by step, in my opinion. And the problem a sample player is solving is only the tiny sound source part of the entire sound design. You still need to add other after effects, but that's already a next step of problem you are solving. If getting one step further is messy like this, you might still can survive from it. But if every step is like this, then I'm afraid that you might eventually get lost and couldn't find your way out. And that is exactly what is happening to us musical gear lovers. There are just too many ways to achieve the same goal. Therefore, you have a lot of barriers on your way to the destination, which is finishing a song. And that is why I made this extremely simple sample player. It helped me a lot by forcing me to move on and solve much bigger problems while creating music. And that all thanks to its simplicity, because eventually you only need one solution to solve a problem. Okay, that's it for today's video. Leave a comment if you have any question. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more future content. You can also download the GarageBand project files on my Patreon. And don't forget to grab AASamplePlayer, which is free for both Mac and PC, 99 cents for iOS. And the AnyAmpIR would help me and this channel a lot. Link in description. I'm Michael, this is Get Therapy, reminding you that the word creativity is actually describing the cells in your mind, not a gear in your hand. See you in the next one. Peace.
Creativity forces me to create more beat. Simplicity, creativity forces me to create more beat. Simplicity, creativity, it forces me to create more beat. Simplicity, creativity, it forces me